Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Megan and I'm a stay-at-home mama of 5 kiddos. We have a family of 7 plus some pets, and I really like to be frugal and save money. So today, even though it's not Frugal Friday, I have a sit-down video for you, and I wanted to share with you some of my mom life tips and hacks that I also managed to do on a budget that just makes your life simpler. So let's dive in. Okay, so today I have 5 tips for you plus a bonus, so stick around until the end. And I'm gonna go through these pretty quick because I know we're all busy, so sometimes we just don't have time to sit for the longer videos. I will also make this something that you can just listen to if you would like to, but I would recommend looking at the screen from time to time because I'm going to be showing you some pop-up so that you can actually see what I'm talking about and not just to see my face. So let's get started with tip number 1. I don't know if this is like common that people do this or not so much. I don't know. When I started doing this, it was because I saw it with one other person and I was just so surprised, and I have never heard of anyone doing this. No one else I know has done this, but here's my tip. Ready? Put a 3M hook in your shower for everybody's washcloth. Like what? I know. Okay, 3M hooks are not that expensive. If you pick a good place in your shower where the water is not hitting all the time, this will last, I'm gonna say forever, because I've never had one fall down, as long as it's not somewhere that the water is hitting. So I put a hook on the shower for each person to hang up their washcloth. And I know this sounds so simple, right? But I had not done this before, and with a family of 7 people, we had washcloths piling up in the shower. They weren't getting dry. People were arguing over this one is touching this one, and they couldn't remember which one was theirs, and it was starting a whole argument. And then I hung up the hooks. Now at first I did label them. The permanent marker has kind of washed off of some of them, but it's really not a big deal because now everybody knows which hook is theirs. So now the washcloths are all hanging. Yes, it takes up a whole wall because I've got big washcloths and a lot of people, but it takes up the whole wall, and it's really not that big a deal though because they hang them up, they get dry, they're only minimally touching another person's, and actually no one is upset about it now because it's like they have their designated hook, so it's no big deal. And everybody remembers which one is theirs. I feel like it has eliminated all of the issues. I no longer have any issues with washcloths in my shower. It's been a total game changer, so I highly recommend that you give that a try. The other thing I do is the coolest thing that I saw on Pinterest. I wish I knew who to give credit to for this, but it was one of those things on Pinterest where it was just a picture. It didn't link to a blog or a video or anything like that. So unfortunately, if it was you, yay, greatest tip in the whole world. And I'm sorry I can't give credit because I just don't know who to give it to. But this is the coolest thing. Get one of those soap sponges on a stick. You know, the fillable stick that you can put the soap into. Do you know what I'm talking about? Check over here. I'm putting a video in. So get one of those. Mix up your Blue Dawn and vinegar and pour it in the handle. Now, I would not keep it sponge side down because what I found was mine was dripping in the shower. So I put a tall cup in my shower and I stuck it sponge side up in that cup, and then it lives in my shower because then when someone is done taking the shower, yourself or someone else, and you know it's going to be warmer in there, the walls have already been getting wet, I take that sponge real quick and I just swipe down my shower real fast. I get like all of the little grit done. I don't know, is it grit? We call it grit. That's probably the wrong word. I don't know. Whatever that is in between like your tiles and everything else. I just swipe the whole shower. And then I scrub if it's dirty in some places. It takes, I don't know, 2-3 minutes maybe. And it keeps my shower clean. So Super simple. It made life so much easier, and it's still nice and frugal to do this too. This tip, my third tip, has been another total game changer in my house. This comes from Lydia Sen. I will link to her channel down below in the description box. When I watched her video where she talked about doing this, I have to tell you, I was floored. I'm like, why did I never think of this? Why did no one ever tell me to do this? So here's me telling you, it's not my original idea, but it is one of my best tips I can give you for being frugal with kids, mom life, easy, all that. Okay, you know the soap pumps that we buy in bulk because it's cheaper to get in bulk, and it's your kids' soap, and then they pump and they pump and they pump, and it's just so fun, right? And you're thinking, oh, the soap, I probably am not saving any money this way. So take a hair tie and wrap it around the stem of the pump so that way when they pump, it doesn't go all the way down. And so you don't get all the soap that they don't need coming out as well. It's amazing. What? It's amazing. I know. Go thank Lydia Sen for this. She's awesome. Number 4, I have talked about this before, but this makes my life so much easier and it keeps things super frugal. And that is putting your dish soap diluted in a bottle of water, swirl it up. So you just take that spray bottle and you spray once or twice and you wash your dish. It's really great for your kids too when they feel like they have to spray things 5 times and you're thinking, wow, if that was just Blue Dawn, that'd be so much Blue Dawn. But it's not, so it's all good. But the next one I really wish I had thought of sooner, especially with my oldest, and that is to take your big bulk container of laundry detergent and put it in a smaller, more manageable container with a pop lid that's easy for kids to manage. I don't know what brand mine is. It's just something that I found. You can see it in the video here. Maybe you can go find something similar. I use this all the time. I actually have found that I use it for myself too, but especially with the kids when they're learning to do the laundry or they just really want to help you out and they pick up the big container of your laundry detergent and they go to pour it in, but it's really heavy and they're really little. Even if they're 11 or 12 years old, that's still little for the really big, heavy bulk containers. So they go to pour it and they end up spilling. And you know, when it spills, it's not just like some little drizzle and they're like, oops, like whenever that container spills, it like gushes out and there's so much soap. Well, this smaller container, they're still learning to do the laundry. They're still learning all the settings. They're still learning where the soap goes or doesn't go, but it's in a manageable container that really cuts down on the spills. Now my bonus tip. This is one that it took me forever to learn and I really wish I had thought of it sooner, honestly, but that is to use a whiteboard instead of paper for notes for your family. So I would write notes to my kids and be like, hey, happy Saturday morning. When you get up, you know, this is breakfast, take this long to read, make sure you get your homework done today, or make sure you get the pages I marked done in your notebook today. Just something simple like that. Or they'd get in the car after the day and I'd have like a list of what everybody needed to do that evening, activities that we had to run to, whatever it might be. And I was using like at least one notebook page every day, which you don't really think about. And we're not even going to talk about the waste. Let's just talk about the money buying all those notebooks and all those pens or pencils, right? Well, if you go to the dollar store, you can get a pack of dry erase markers and dry erase boards. So the pack is $1, the board is $1. You just spent $2, maybe $3. Let's say you want 2 boards. I always need to have more than one. Let's say you have 2 boards and you got a pack of markers because you get more than one in there. So now you spent $3. That's it, $3. And you can use them over and over and over and over. I take boards in my car. I've got boards upstairs. I've got a board downstairs. I just keep them tucked in a drawer so they're not creating visual clutter out in my house, but they're tucked in a drawer so they're easy to pull out and access. It has cut down so much on the amount that I have had to spend money on to buy for all these notebooks that I just keep tossing because, you know, page or two a day. That goes pretty quick. So that's my last tip. Just use your whiteboard instead of your notebook paper for communicating with family or leaving notes out for yourself. Thanks for watching my video today. Hit the subscribe button down below if you enjoy these sit down videos, or if you want to see more of the large family vlogs that I try to put out as well. I would love to have you here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.